What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well as we wrap up another trading week in the market. First full day back home, so trying to get caught back on my sleep, trying to get caught back up on the time zone changes. Even though when I travel, I try not to get focused in on the local time zones, because I know I got to come back home to this Eastern Standard Time zone. So with Japan being 11 hours time difference, it's 5:36 a.m. the next day in Japan right now. I didn't try to really fall into the habit of sleeping when it was nighttime in Japan, because it was really the morning here in Florida. So tried to keep my body clock as it should have been, but with that and jet lag, still kind of groggy. But I did take some trades today. Not many. It was a fairly quick and simple kind of day. Took a trade in the $25,000 account. MNQ, didn't trade NQ because that account has already hit the minimum required amount to be funded. On a $25,000 account, you have to make $1,500. We have already done that. Thing that I have not done is met the minimum of 7 days. So today was day number 6. I need to trade one more day, whether that be a red or a green day, as long as the red is not more than would kick me below the $1,500, which I am not going to let happen. That account should be funded very soon. I'm not sure how long the process takes once you meet all the minimum requirements, but I did research on how they pay out. They use a payroll processor, and you are looked as an independent contractor. So I did go through and sign up with their payroll processor today. So at least that part is out of the way. Now we just need to take one more trading day, and they look at a trading day from 6 p.m. until 5 p.m. the next day. So if I take a trade on Sunday, that's actually still going to account for, I think, Sunday. Yeah. So I may be able to take a trade Sunday. We'll do that. We'll take a trade on Sunday and see how that qualifies. And if not, if it qualifies for a Monday, that's fine too. I was expecting to have to trade Monday to meet the qualifications, but one trade in the $25,000 account, and then I traded both of the $50,000 accounts today, just so that I could start getting trades in on those accounts. I don't want to be holding those without taking trades and they just sit there. So let me start trying to get that one qualified as well. So let's jump on over to trade performance, see what we did today. We do have all 3 of the accounts trade pulled up. I did trade my cash account as well, so you do see that one there. I don't have it checked. Just gonna focus on the Apex accounts today. 3 trades, so that was 1 trade per account. No losing trades. They were all winning trades. And we're reviewing trades for July 14th. Net profit, $310, which is going to be the same as the gross profit. Those were all long positions. All long positions. Doesn't mention anything about commissions, which we know is not right. Or maybe because we're trading in the eval account. I'm not sure. But usually that does show commission. So strange. But that is what we did. Let's look at the trades real quick, and then we'll pull the charts up. So coming over to the trades. First trade out the blocks this morning, MNQ. This was in the $25,000 account. Took this trade at 7:17 this morning. Came in, sat down, saw what the charts were doing. I liked where it was at. I went on and I took that trade. Stayed in that one about 4 minutes, close to 5 minutes. It hit target, made $10.50. Always say MNQ, just add a 0 to that, and that's what I would have made if that was an NQ trade. So I would have made $105 on that trade. Second trade, took this one in the account. This will be my second day trading this $50,000 account. Took this trade 9:29 and 27 seconds, right before the market opened. Look at when this thing gets me out of the trade at 9:30 on the dot, right as the market opens. It hits target, quick $200. When you see this one on the chart, you're going to be like, wow. So our second trade, and then third trade, this is one of the new 50K accounts. These are the only 3 accounts that I have with Apex right now. I may open up some more accounts, and I might try to look to see about how to link accounts based on how they pay. I think it will be advantageous for me to go ahead and do that. But took this trade at 10:03, 2 seconds. Ended up getting out 10:03 and 11 seconds. So 9 seconds. Hidden target, $100. This one here could have made a little bit more money, but based on where I had my stop at is where it had the target at. I had a 1-to-1 stop to target, and it literally hit target in like 9 seconds. And that's all we did today. That was it. The market was so-so, but I still didn't really like how it was moving. So I just wanted to be in and out, kind of sniperish. But let's go ahead. Let's look at these trades real quick. And if you remember, I said that I took a trade in my cash account. Got MNQ pulled up. This arrow right here was a trade that I took in my cash account. The thought on this trade, I wanted to see this trade back up to previous high of day. I can't trade that way in Apex. I can't just buy and hold. I have to buy and hit a target. But this particular trade, that was my thought process. I want to buy this one and I want to hold it. This arrow right here is the one we're going to focus on. This is the Apex account. Market was kind of just chopping around, but we started setting higher lows right here. And we got back up over previous high of day, or not previous high of day, previous day's close, I'm sorry. Got over previous day's close and kind of just started leaving these wicks, but we had the fast moving average above the slow moving average. So I'm liking this picture for a long. So my entry just above these wicks when we break it. My stop is going to be down below the blue line. And prior to me getting in, it had already left this wick. So I'm liking that because this wick means that this was a red candle. This was a big red candle. This candle looked like that candle. And the buyer stepped in and pushed this all the way back up above previous day's close. So I'm liking that. I get in the trade and my target is the red line. I'm trading level to level. And in Apex, I'm letting this hit my target. I don't want to give back much profit. So comes up, excellent trade. Gets me out of the trade. Like I said, $10.50. If that was an NQ, that would have been $100.50. 2 contracts, it's $201. We see that this kind of just chops along, finally tries to peekaboo over it and comes back down. Then it pushes back down and you see this arrow. This arrow belongs to the cash trade. You remember I said I wanted to stay in this and try to trade it all the way up? Well, this trade came on up, and when it got up to VWAP and rejected, I said, I'm going to move my stop to not break even, but just a little bit above break even, make some money, make the money to cover comms and fees, commissions and fees. Look at where that thing stops me out at, y'all. On the bottom of the wick. Had I taken my stop to maybe break even, I wouldn't have got tagged here. This would have pushed on over VWAP. It would have pulled back, and I wouldn't, if I took it to break even, I would have got stopped out. Had I left my stop where it would have been at below the blue line, I wouldn't have gotten stopped out. And this would have went on and went about its business and did its thing. But here's what it is. Green trade nonetheless, but somewhat didn't trade it how I wanted to. I'll say that, but here's what it is. Solid trade. But let's go ahead. Let's switch on over to NQ real quick. Take a look at the trades that we took in the $50,000 accounts. See what we did there. Boy, oh boy. Bring this over here real quick just so you can kind of see. Coming into pre-market, it's kind of just chopping around. But if I take it like that, you kind of see that it was just kind of range trading and consolidate. But we're over the red line. Just over the red line is VWAP. So we're holding over VWAP, holding over the red line. And as the market was opening, look at the volume. I'm going to come back over here. Notice a little small volume. Then we get these spikes and then small volume. And then we get this spike at 924. Let's come back over. So that was the 9. And that's why, there we go. Yeah, we get this spike right here. Nice volume coming in. And then market opens and we get this good volume. So on this trade, I'm watching volume coming in. And this is 928. I'm watching the volume kind of come in. And we're holding over everything I want to see it hold over. I jump in one contract. The market opens and boom, target. It's hitting target right there. Look at what was left on the table. If I just go from 726 up to, look at right there, previous high of day. That's where I say I wanted my cash trade to come up to. But I'm out at 26. This thing goes up to 741. What's that? 16 points? 14? 14 points, 15 points, $20 a point. Let's say 10 points. That's 200, about $300 more left in that trade, just up to there. So did I think that this was going to do that? No, not at all. Am I happy with what I made on the trade? Very. Because again, this could have been 2 contracts. That would have been $400 very quickly. My morning would have been made right there on that one trade. But solid trade. This comes up, got another red line up there. I look at red lines as significant price levels. So it comes over, peekaboos, comes back down, uses fast moving average as support, bounces off of that, comes up, breaks the red line. Now, if I was trading on the next trade, I can get in right there. Stop is going to be below the candle and trade that up to the blue line. Let's highlight that candle. That's 16 points on that candle. Entry is 91. This goes up to 08. We're getting maybe just short of 1R. Looking at this though, this is more than 1R. Just looking at it, visually looking at it. So that would have been a nice trade. Entry right there. This hits target. That's a clean trade. Pulls back down and leaves this big red candle with a bottoming tail. Now this is a huge red candle. I cannot use this red candle for my entry and my stop. That candle is 40 points. On NQ, that is no, that's not. That's $800 if I go from the top to the base. But what I do, because I like this picture, I enter on the break of these wicks, so a little breakout, and I just risk 5 points. putting my stop just below the blue line, risking 5 points. And I'm risking 5 points on the top side. So I get in the trade, 10:03 and 2 seconds, 10:03 and 11 seconds, it's hitting my target. It's hitting my target. Now, what I probably could have did was got 2 contracts right here. One contract, I'm risking 5 points. That's $100. Could have risked $200, and I would have made $200 on the top end. A lot of people will say that's only making 1-to-1. But if you can trade with a 70-30 or 80-20 hit rate to where your success rate is like 70-80%, I'll take these 1-to-1 trades all day, because I know I'm gonna be right 7 or 8 times out of 10. I'm gonna be wrong 2 or 3 times, and those times that I'm wrong are not gonna affect the times that I was right. But that's what we did today. One other thing I want to bring up real quick, and let me see if I can find it over here. There we go. I'm gonna come back over to my left screen real quick and just show you. So this is the payment request. I've been reading up on what's required, how to request your payments. They give you 2 windows because you can take payments out twice a month. So on the first one, you have to make your request between the 1st and the 5th, second between the 15th and the 20th. You have to trade a minimum of 10 days out of each period, and you have to have a set minimum amount in the account. So if you come up, you try to pull out money and you hadn't traded the minimum days, it's not going to let you do it. See right there, number of trading days required not met. Second one is if you have not made the minimum. So on a $25,000 account, you could pull out up to $1,500 as a new, what they call performance account. As a new performance account, you could pull out up to $1,500 per pay period. So it's 2 pay periods in a month. So basically you could pull out up to $3,000 a month the first 3 months. And then after that, there is no maximum. So if you make $10,000 in a month in a $25,000 account, you can pull all $10,000 out. Other than leaving the minimum, you have to keep a minimum balance in the account. So that you have to worry about. But just wanted to show you my account summary real quick for that. I'm kind of proud of this, y'all. These are the 3 accounts that I have. This gets updated every midnight. So this is not going to account for what I did today. That's why you don't see any information on this new account. And that's why I took trades on it, because with Apex, you have to trade a minimum of 7 days. So I need to start getting these days racked in. $25,000 account, P&L, we have 1662. We only need to be at 15. So that's why I said I'll take another trade. And if it's red or green, I'm gonna be good. We have 6 days because it doesn't account for today. 1 more trading day, and then these are the numbers. So for me to stop out of this account, I would have to drop down to 25,165. That's the actual balance, 2662. Target 26.5. We are above that by $162. Progress, we all the way at the end, y'all. We just waiting on us to meet the minimum number of days. This one that we just started trading yesterday. So we got 1 day in the books, made $560 yesterday, added 2 more hundred to that today. Stop. If I let this one get below 48,060, I'll wash out. Actual balance 50,060. Target 53. So the plan, nice little base hits, $500 a day. That's all I need. And I'm good. I did 200 today. I'm good with that. But base hits, let's get the days in. As athletes like to say, let's get the reps in. Let's get the reps in. Let's get the days in. Let's try to keep them green every day. We know every day is not always a green day, but let's just focus on keeping those red ones small if we do have one. And then this new account, same thing. This one we made $100 in today. And we need to make 3,000. They don't say that you have to make it in 7 days. They just want you to trade a minimum of 7 days. So that's how I trade these accounts. I'm not trying to hit home runs, just trying to take every solid trade that I see and trade it how it should be traded. So that's what we're doing over here, y'all. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button already, please do so. Please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. Quite a few of the guys that's in the Discord are going the way of prop firms, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. Only reason I really did this is because one of the gentlemen that worked with me out at the airport, he said that he was doing it. And I looked into it and I said, I'm going to go and give it a try. We always fear the unknown. We always fear what we don't know about. Didn't know much about prop firms. I looked into it. I love that Apex had this for 90% off. It was cheap for me to invest in myself. A lot of these other prop firms, like I say, some of the guys in the Discord are doing, they don't offer that same kind of discount. So investing in yourself is a little more expensive. For me, 90% off $160, that was a no-brainer. What it did do is cause me to blow quite a few accounts early on because I was just trading kind of reckless. I wasn't trading my system. I wasn't trading my style. These 3 accounts that I have right here, I'm going to trade my style. And we're going to make this thing do what it do. I may actually even buy a couple of more accounts because I want to link maybe 2 or 3 accounts together to where when I take one trade, it takes it in those 3. And that will just boost up the profit potential. So that's what we look to do over here. Stay tuned. I'll be providing more information on my experience with Apex. Let you know what I think of it. The gentlemen that are in Discord, because we all trade different styles, we all trade different strategies, we all trade different products. Myself and Spark, we trade futures, but we trade futures differently. So Apex would not work for his trading style, but I think the one that he's doing is Top Step, and that works for his trading style. Another one of the gentlemen, he trades stocks. He's using Surge Trader for his journey in prop trading. And he's you always hear me refer to him as the most experienced trader in the group. So he's jumped on board with the prop firm thought process as well, because me and him always said this could be life changing. Somebody is going to entrust you in trading with their money. That could be life changing. I don't want to hold this video up much longer, but probably on my next video, I'll show you some of the payouts that Apex is doing. You have people that got 10 accounts linked. So they got 10 accounts linked. They take one trade, it takes it in all 10 of them. They're pulling out $2,000 off of each of those accounts. And actually, I said 10. They're trading 20 accounts linked. So 20 accounts linked, $2,000 each account. They're making $40,000 every 2 weeks. $40,000 every 2 weeks. They're killing it. They are absolutely killing it. And if you have a winning strategy, you can do the same thing. So I plan on letting y'all know how Apex works. And we'll keep it at that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thanks as always for checking me out. We'll be back at it again next week. Peace.